Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. Usually comes out on a Monday or early on a Tuesday morning, like, just after midnight. But I am here for you today. Happy Monday to you. I hope that Monday didn't rough you up too bad, push you down, call you names. I hope it was smooth sailing through your first day of your work week, possibly for those of you who are on the Monday to Friday. So welcome to those of you who have come through the door or snuck in the side door over the last few weeks. Welcome here. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope that you'll get us in the comments and let me know who you are. Exchange some energy with me somehow. If you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. All of the information you need is there. I'm going to go from Aries to Pisces for those of you who are new, and for those of you who are here all the time, just click in. Thank you so much. You know that I love you so many ways. Thank you so much. And let's start with Aries. We're going to go from Aries to Pisces. I've marked everything in the description, y'all. So you should be able to just scroll this video and find whatever it is that you need. Stop watching tarot for just your sun sign, right? Please go find your natal chart. They're free everywhere. All right, here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is up for Aries this week, please? It is a sneak peek for this week, Aries. 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 All right. Aries, this week I feel that you are you're in deep thought. You're either thinking about something, trying to put your finger on whatever it is. What is the it that we're talking about, Charlie? Should you tell this person how you feel? Because right now I feel like you're in hermit mode. I feel like the whole energy of who you are this week is hermit mode. I don't think you're really talking to many people. Maybe you're very social when you get into the workplace, but you're not talking to too many people once you exit the workplace. That's what I feel. So you talk to people when you have to. But I feel like what's on your mind mostly is you are in hermit mode trying to make a decision. Now, I think that you're able to kind of look at this decision different than you were before. Than you were looking at before, because I feel like now you're looking at this from a higher position. I feel like you've either come through some sort of an awakening or the higher self. Now you're attached to your gut. Your intuition is working. You're finding your path here. And I feel like you have a sort of a higher self kind of look on the Queen of Cups now. I really feel as though being higher up here gives you clarity. You can see more things. I feel like you are looking at someone in the future. I feel like this person probably represents an energy for some of you, but a person for most of you. I think that you may be dealing with someone who is probably having water in their chart. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, doesn't have to be, but I feel like whoever it is, you feel very connected to them psychically or energetically. You can't get out of their energy. They can't get out of yours. I feel like you are in the back of your mind here. I feel as I'm looking behind this person in the back of the mind here, I think that as you're going over the details, you're going over the details of what you should do next and if you should do it right now. Yeah. Or maybe in the past, this is energy as well. This could be in the past. In the past, you wanted to go, but you ended up going into hermit mode, which is probably the better choice. I'm just saying, because this can be a forgetful kind of bold sort of bravery, but not necessarily very prepared, right? So we have the Hermit here, which tells me that you decide to prepare. You're going over the details. This is Virgo energy. You're really scrutinizing this Queen of Cups, I feel. Maybe not scrutiny. Maybe it's more you're trying to learn them or have better knowledge of them. You're wondering why. Why am I so connected or attracted to this Queen of Cups? Why me? It feels like you're looking at this person from a distance, from a place where they can't touch you. Like like this person is way back on the stage. She's not even at the front center stage here. She might be center, but she's not front and center. So I feel like you feel like you, Aries, are someone who's popular with the people that you know, but I feel like you're kind of staying out of the way. Does that make any sense to anybody? I wonder if it does. But I feel like with this Empress in reverse here, it's telling me that right now you're looking at this Queen of Cups saying, why me? I'm not the Empress. Why me? I'm not the one who's balanced. I'm not the one who's on top of it, connected to the universe. I'm not those things. So why me? It feels a little like suspicion. You're kind of suspicious about why this Queen of Cups may be interested in you, because it feels like you don't have a very good outlook on self. But I also feel like you've been staying out of the way, like maybe not in hermit mode, but staying out of the way kind of. So in the past, you may have wanted to run at this Queen of Cups. Maybe you wanted to run at this person hard for a while. And that might be what this Knight is on about here. So I feel like you wanted to run hard at this person, but then you kind of stopped and you're kind of looking things over. I feel like you do come to an idea or an epiphany of some sort about this connection. What is it? I also think for some of you, Aries, you could have had dealings in the past with an Empress in reverse. And an Empress in reverse is someone who is kind of, opposite of the Queen of Cups. She's not very caring. She's a little bit selfish, and she is a mother. She is able to mother. She's able to bear children sometimes too. But the thing is that she's not interested in being a mother. So I wonder if you think, as you look over at the Queen of Cups, am I going to be duped again? Yeah. Am I going to be duped again here? Am I seeing what I want to see? Or am I seeing something now from the higher self? So I think you're kind of questioning it. I think once you decide what you're going to do, once you have that epiphany here, after looking over the situation, I feel like you're going to make communication with the Queen of Cups, whoever that person is to you. So the Queen of Cups, right? She is the one who's the giving of everything, even to her soul, right? She'll even give too much of her energy to the point of depletion because she is a natural healer. And she also is someone who's willing to give a cup, but, she doesn't necessarily drink first. She's always helping others before she helps herself. So I'm just wondering if you're looking from the higher self at this person saying, is this an actual person that I want to deal with? Or is this going to be this Empress in reverse situation again? I think you had victory over that Empress in the past. So I feel like when you decide you're going to communicate with the Queen, I feel like there's a lot of things that you haven't been telling the Queen or that the Queen doesn't know about you. Things that you would choose not to divulge. But I feel like you will be talking to the Queen about those things. I think they are passionate feelings for sure. I feel like you're very attracted to the Queen. That might come up in conversation. But I also feel is that there's going to be a lot of clarity. Communication is going to be good. I feel like communication will be good, but I feel like you're going to be giving clarity or divulging a lot of information about things that you realize that the Queen is unclear about. Aries, it almost feels like you're kind of building up a case for the Queen to let you go. That's what it feels like. That this week you may make conversation or communication with this person, but it's almost like you're trying to talk them out of the thought of you. This person does have a contract with you, a contract of sorts, a life contract, a love contract. That's why you can't get them out of your energy, Aries. This person is single, and this is someone that you broke the heart of. I'm just saying. This is things that are in the moon energy, things that aren't divulged quite yet. Oh, look what's in the moon energy. Oh, Aries. Yeah, you're in love. That's what it is. And I believe that that's what belongs to this Seven of Swords. I feel like you're going to come in and take the temperature of the Queen to be sure that you can be clear and honest and truthful about the things that you possibly could have lied about in the past, or maybe things that you just didn't feel that the Queen needed to be privy to. So, take it as it resonates. But I really feel like there is going to be reciprocity in the future. This is someone that you broke their heart before, and you feel connected to them energetically. You're just kind of looking them over from a distance, making sure that they're not the Empress in reverse because you're over that. Yeah, that you've had a hard enough time in the past with someone who was the Empress in reverse. All right. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, this is your sneak peek for this week. My bull gang, how are you? I am your Taurus sister. My sun sign is Taurus. Here we are. Whoops. All right. We've got things falling out. It is for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. And we begin with the devil energy. Tell me about this devil energy for Taurus, please, for this week. Okay. What? All right. Let's do it. I always get nervous when I get all this major arcana thrown here all at once. Yeah. All right. Taurus. Okay. So I feel like there is that you do have or had, I don't know if it's past, present, or future, to be honest. It feels like it's all three. It feels like you had and have a pretty good working relationship or a friendly, very grounded kind of partnership with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the one that's looking into the past, though. Looking into the past. Taurus, something here has ended. And it feels like it was not only an ending of a situation, a way of life, or I don't feel that anybody lost their life, be clear about that. But I feel that what has ended here is a situation that was in the past that the King of Wands was trying to cull, was trying to keep to himself, was not trying to let anybody know about. It feels like it's still attached to the king in some respects, Taurus. And what has ended here, I feel, is that either that relationship or situationship or whatever it was, marriage, it doesn't matter what the label is. So it's a significant thing that has ended here. But it's not only ended, the situation has not only ended, it has also transformed the energy of the king. I don't believe this person was a king before this situation came to an end. But I do feel as a king, this person is taking responsibility for the things that they can. I also feel like this person still could have some sort of a toxic, passionate sort of connection to this situation. It sort of feels like somebody is maybe out of the relationship, out of the marriage, out of whatever it is, but they keep going back for the passion. Yeah, it feels like there is some sort of an attachment here. That's what it feels like. So the King of Wands, I feel, is the one that you had a good partnership with, and I feel like you're about to get that back in the future here. In the very near future, it feels like, Taurus. We've got Capricorn, we've got Scorpio energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. The king's attached to a transformation. For some of you, this king has transformed. It's like they have turned their back on a situation and ended it finally. It was like something that was lingering for them. It was a connection to... Okay. All right. So this person has let go of someone that they thought was their soulmate. It's like this person had a choice, Taurus, between you and someone else, and they took the wrong road. This person took the wrong road. They went down the other road, which means that maybe you're the person who they're supposed to be with, and the other person is where they went. So I feel like the Lovers here is a choice, and I feel as though the king had a choice between you and someone else, and he made the wrong choice. And now he's aware of it. He knows that. But he also knows it because he can't get out of your energy. There's no way that he is going to let you go. And it's an attachment you two have. It's something that no one can break. Nothing can break. It's an attachment. Yeah. Making decisions that are emotional and trying not to, I believe that the water in the background represents the emotional side of it. It is an emotional decision that has to be made, but there's no way that your person can make this decision heart over head. They have to make the decision in swords. They have to go head over heart. the decision is they're ready to work on it. They're ready to harvest whatever it is they've been growing up to here. This person's been really working hard on themselves, Taurus, and they have decided that making a head over heart decision that they must work a little bit harder towards whatever it is that they want that's in the future. I feel like this person doesn't really get a chance to fulfill that, or they've already fulfilled it and they don't know it. The universe is here to say it's time to go. You've been waiting long enough. You've been working hard enough to make this decision. You already did the wrong way. Now you know where the right way is. Stop stalling, right? Stop stalling. Nine of Swords. The cycle isn't closed yet. Close that other cycle and get going. Yeah. There's 11 swords here, right? And I feel like 11 is significant, right? It's the master number. And I feel like there is, I feel like the universe kind of shakes you loose from this bog. It feels like the Eight of Pentacles is maybe the workplace, and it's Taurus, I feel like things have been sort of Groundhog Day for you, right? That you've been like work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. I am a machine, right? And I feel like that while you're working, whatever you're working on, it comes in a moment's notice. It's an upheaval or change, a shakeup, because it's time to keep going on the path here, it feels like. Yeah, it's a realization with a little bit of emotional overwhelm. What is this about? Somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody who has words that are very honest to the point where they could hurt, but they will also transform. The Queen of Swords is someone who is a divorcee, so this person could be divorced. We did say something ended here, right? Somebody who wants to speak with you, someone who's looking at wielding this sword of truth after a very long time of not speaking or not being in contact. So there is a tower here, and this tower, I believe, leads to this person who's coming in, Taurus. And I think for some of you, we are at that moment. Some of you are going to hear from your person. If you do, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Some of you I know already have. Yep, someone's coming forward here. The Chariot's here. Yeah, I feel like your person has been burying themselves in work. You could be too. And I feel like this tower is going to shake you out of your tree. Yeah, it's coming quickly here. There it is. It's love at your doorstep, Taurus. Yeah, this person who's been watching you. This person who's been watching you now has a very high opinion of you, Taurus. That's what it feels like. This person is also looking toward you or watching you with the crowd. It feels like there's Charlie's showing me, of course, like a rock star stage. I used to be a photographer, and I would do music productions and stuff like that. And from the back end of the stage, that's what I'm looking at. The back end of the stage, I'm looking at someone standing, looking out at the crowd. And I feel like your person, Taurus, is in the crowd. And they're watching as well. It's been taking a while, right? The Star. We have the King of Cups. Somebody's very in love with you, and you know it already because the Star is here. So that's what I feel is happening this week for you, Taurus. All right. Gemini, how are you? Happy Monday to you, Gemini. This is your sneak peek for the week. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. I do have lots of space over on Wizio. 7 to 10 days for a reading. Starting quite reasonably, actually. Okay. Gemini, we're beginning with the Empress. What's that about? Are you the Empress? Are you dealing with an Empress? Taurus and Libra is what we're looking at. We have the Hermit. We have Virgo energy. And Temperance. Wow. Got some heavy hitting major arcana here. So Okay, so we have the Hermit, who is Virgo, we have the Empress, who is Taurus and Libra, and then we have Temperance, who is Sagittarius. This could tell a story to you in itself here, Gemini, but you could be dealing with any of this energy or people of those signs. So I feel like what you're doing is you're kind of taking one last look into the past here and realizing that the information that you have now is much more updated information than what you had back there. I feel like you've grown a bit spiritually or within the self. And I also feel that the Empress has been waiting for you to do so. So I don't think you're the Empress. I feel like you're more in the Hermit energy here. And I feel like the Empress is waiting for you. I feel like in the back of your mind, you're trying to do the healing and all the things that you need to do for yourself. Find your path. Find out what your truth is. Heal the self. I feel like that's what you've been doing here. And the Empress here, I believe, is waiting for the moment of alchemy. Waiting for the moment where it's going to be, you know, in perfect sync with the universe for you to come in. This person is someone who's highly connected to the universe, right? This person is in co-creation with the universe, possibly in childbearing years, doesn't have to be. Some people Empress up later in life. And but we do know that she is someone who is very supportive, who loves a family, loves to dote, loves to take care of the home, but she is also very smart, Queen of Swords, right? And so I feel like there is, Gemini, someone here who's waiting on you to close a chapter here so you can come in on the big white horse. I feel like this person is the Empress. I feel that the Empress is waiting for the Knight of Cups to arrive to bring in the romantic energy. I feel like this Empress is waiting for you, Gemini, to close a cycle, to close a large chapter, actually, something that is quite significant. I feel like it's probably like a marriage or it feels also like for some of you, it could be like the opening of a will or something. I hope that's not true, but it feels like that as well. It's something that's very final, something that you're never going back to, for sure. And we have the Princess of Wands, the Page of Wands in the reverse. So right now you're not taking any action on moving forward with the Knight of Cups. You're not taking any action with that right now because you can't take action on that right now. You're waiting for this chapter to close here. And when it does, that's when I feel there is going to be some communication with this Empress here. We have wealth, which is the Ten of Pentacles. And it's about not taking action on this long-term relationship. I feel that you know already, and that your person knows already, that this is a long-term relationship that will be entered into, but I feel right now you can't take action on that until the door has been closed to whatever was in the past. We have material happiness here. It is the Nine of Cups. And so I feel that whatever the splitting of the assets were, the selling of the family home, all that crazy, awful stuff that goes down at the death of a marriage, I feel like you come out doing pretty well on that end of it. Justice. You do get your justice as you're released. I love that. As you're released from toxicity. I feel like you were in a place that was quite toxic and you have to wait to close the door before you can head toward the balance that the Empress will give you. So I feel for now the universe gives you your material happiness and gives you a balanced lifestyle, the ability to be able to have justice and in karma for sure. But I feel as though that when this justice comes in, that you are released from a very toxic situation that you had been in. You're in the throes of change here. And I think that while you were in the throes of change here in Gemini, that it was up and down with your cash flow, right? But in the end, I think you're going to get the girl or get the guy. Yeah. You two always knew. There's the High Priestess is someone who is the light worker, right? Someone who has psychic energy. So this is a knowing that you two have always known that this was going to come together. But what I feel is interesting here and very poignant to say is that while you're doing your thing, the Empress is doing her own thing. You two have your backs to each other. This person knows that you're going through horrible things and they want you to be able to heal, which is kind of beautiful. This person already knows you are her person or his person. We have material work. There's about to be a a partnership here. That's kind of lovely. All right. Cancer, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Cancer. Cancer, if you're interested in a private read, you know to go to the description. You'll have everything you find there. You'll need, including my email address. All right. Here we go, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. Cancer. What's going on for Cancer, please? Okay. So I feel like it feels like you feel you're not being called in for passion by somebody because there's competition. There's competition you feel, and so you've stopped fighting for the connection. This is a feeling, though. I feel like it isn't really in any factual way that you know this. It feels like a feeling, Cancer. So maybe you have an intuitive notion that there has been no passion, or someone, it's like the passion has stopped, or the passionate conversations, or whatever, you two were passionate about each other. And it's like there's been a break in the action here, and all of a sudden you're in the Five of Wands, wondering if there is competition, wondering if the person that isn't contacting you as much as they used to is putting you in competition with others. I feel like you're not down with that, right? You're not down with that. We've got the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're not down with it. You're not going to fight for it. You're not going to try and position yourself in someone's life if you feel that they don't want you there. I feel like the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck tells me that you think that they are being frivolous with their passion, or having passionate times with others, possibly. Doing things without you, right? Doing things with other people and doing them without you. This person's, you think, is being sort of irresponsible, maybe a little bit, with their passionate energy. Interesting, Cancer. I think you have been wondering if this is your person. That's why it's concerning you. It's the first question that my mind asked quietly to Charlie, but why is Cancer so concerned? Because it feels like Cancer has some low level, or low on the down low, big time feelings for somebody. That's what it feels like. It feels like that you've made a judgment upon this person, Cancer. You've made a judgment without asking questions, without getting any factual evidence. I feel like that you're not talking to them, you're not texting them either. But I feel like that you are judging this person based on their inability to fight for your attention. You would rather this person reach out more often to you, but you haven't said so. The thing is that I feel like you both feel the same about each other. If you've got some heavy duty feelings, Cancer, I feel like your person does too. And you're wondering if you should reach out again. Should I try again? Should I try one more time? We've got Gemini here. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Pisces and Virgo. Four of Swords, yeah, you're thinking about it. So you're not really making the effort either, is what I want to say. That maybe just understand that it could be illusion, that maybe there is no competition, possibly that you're maybe judging this person because they're not reaching out to you, but you're in the Four of Swords. You're actually not reaching out to them either. So I feel as though it's both of you. I don't think it's one or the other. I feel like somebody here is not putting as much effort into fighting for you as you want them to, but I don't think that you're really all up in their grill either. You know what I mean? I don't think that you're really, that you are really making conversation with this person either. But you feel as though if you don't communicate, it's going to be the biggest loss ever, because you see this person's worth. You see that they're the Empress. They could be Taurus or Libra, or Taurus and Libra. You know that this person is the mother, the doter, the one who takes care of all, the one who's psychic and loves to heal. She's creative. You know that she's everything. You know that you will lose this person if you don't reach out. The Nine of Swords tells me that if you wait too long, this cycle could close and it'll be done. And there it is. So in the moment, right? So what is between the 9 and the 10 is one sword. It's clarity, it's truth, it's communication. And you can do that if you want to know what's going on here, or you can just close the cycle. And the universe says, you know what? It's up to you. It's completely up to you. You're very attracted to this person. You see this person's worth. And I think that is that you realize that you're so attracted to them in a way that kind of shakes your world, right? The illusion is pulled down. I don't really want this to end. I like this person. I'm very attracted to them. Very passionate about them. What I really want is to have balance with this person, have a little bit of justice, and want to get to know them more. So Cancer, I think what you want, there's that one sword. It's the way it happens here. We go 9 and we talk about the 1 and it shows up, right? And that's what you want. You want communication, truth, consistency, clarity. You need to tell this person that, because I feel like they're waiting on you and you're waiting on them. I feel like the feminine is waiting on the masculine to make the move. And the feminine, that's what an Empress will do. She will call you in. She will not call you, but she will call you in with her energy. But if you're in this energy of not, I don't know if I really want to take, any more action on this connection, I'm not really sure. If you're going to be in that energy, you could end up at a loss. I'm just saying. I feel like there's love here. I feel like you have love for them. They have love for you. There you go. That wasn't too long, Cancer, but it got you right to the point. Right, Leo, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Leo. This is your sneak peek for this week, Leo. Leo. Ooh. Tell us about Leo this week, please. Leo, what has flipped here? We have the King of Wands in the reverse. Now, that just came up in Cancer's read. If you have something to do with a Cancer, that was the first card that fell out for Cancer as well. Okay, so we have, and the thing is, if it doesn't fall out upright for me, even if it's on the tilt, for me, it's a challenge. So I feel like this is a challenge for you this week. Somebody who is either Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, someone who's not really living up to their potential. Leo, that could be you. Maybe you feel like you're not living up to your potential, or maybe you're just out of sorts, right? The King of Wands, when he's in the reverse, is not taking action, is a little bit, big on the ego. Maybe it's you. Maybe it is. Yeah. You know what it is? I feel as though you haven't been at this place before. That's what it feels like. You have to make a decision and you're not ready to make a decision. You're not ready to take action on it. And sometimes the default, when we don't know what to do, or we're afraid, or we have to do something that we've never done before, sometimes we default to ego. It's like a fake strength or a fake courage, right? But sometimes that's what's necessary in order to move forward. The King of Wands energy, I don't feel, it doesn't feel terrible. You don't feel like you're in a bad mood or anything bad is going on. I just feel like right now you're not taking action. What I feel like is going on here is that it feels like somebody who's going to change jobs. It feels like you don't want to take action just yet. It feels like you want to take a new path or make a new choice at the Two of Wands. You want to go on a different adventure here. And I have a feeling it has to do with your workplace. It feels like you want to work somewhere else, but you're thinking about it right now. You're not really taking action right now. But I don't think you like where you are, because it feels like you have to be in this egoic energy for the most part. Yeah, you want more money. I feel like you want more money, Leo, that you feel like the work that you do is hard work. It's really hard work, and that you want more money for either what you do or you want to go to a different job. the thing is that you may not be any happier in another job, right? We all know that we've probably, most of us had the experience where you go from the frying pan to the fire, right? That maybe you're trying to gain the courage to go back to the Two of Wands. And I mean, that's great if that's what you want, absolutely. If you want more money, but I feel like sometimes that maybe we chase money and we don't necessarily chase happiness, right? So maybe taking a little less money to do something that you're happy doing rather than being paid, the 10 of coins here, being paid a lot to do something that maybe you might not necessarily like to do. All right. Tower energy, there's a big change coming. I feel like the universe is ducking in here. The universe intervenes here and shatters the illusion for you. It feels like somebody here loses their job. Someone who is maybe thinking that they wanted more money to do something else, somebody loses their job possibly. We're looking at Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So you do come out okay on this, right? It does end up evening itself out. For others of you, if you're looking at this as a love energy here, I feel like it could be that I feel like you've been working really hard at finding a new relationship, something that would be really abundant and long-lasting, but I don't think you've been really I think this is what you want, but you haven't been taking any action toward it. You know that you have to go back to the Two of Wands in order to make a different choice, but you're just not taking the action to go there yet. It's going to take some courage, I think. So it feels like you want the relationship, but you're not ready to move forward, like take action on it. Tell me what this Tower is about, please. It is the Ace of Cups. Keep going here. We've got the Ten of Swords. Okay. If you're looking at this as a career reading, it tells me here that you may lose your job, but understand that the reason that you might lose your job is not because you're fired. It may be the company goes bankrupt, or something. You go there one day and you can't open the door, the bailiff seizure, or something like that. It feels like the universe intervenes on your behalf. So whatever you were doing, wherever you were doing the best job that you could and weren't getting paid what you thought you would get paid at another job, I think you're going to get a chance to look at that and figure out how it's going to work for you. The Tower comes down, and I feel like it is like a foreclosure or something. It's something out of your control. I don't think it's because of bad performance at all, but I do feel like with the Tower landing here and the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords, I feel like something had to come to an end or you wouldn't have moved. Something that you love is here. The Tower is being replaced by a Cup of Love. So for those of you who are looking at this as a relationship reading, there is a brand new person here. You have been looking really hard for a long-term relationship, and I think that the universe is placing someone in your path. Someone who has been betrayed, someone who's hurt, someone who may be still healing from that hurt, the Ten of Swords, and I feel like this is your person, Ace of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Temperance card. This person could be Sagittarius. They could have Scorpio in the chart. Leo, you're right here. We also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So what I think is happening here is that there's someone that you haven't spoken with for a very long time. And I feel like this is the person who either connects with you, contacts you, or comes back into your life if you're looking at this as a love reading. If you're not, I feel like the reason that you end up losing the job or moving on in an abrupt sort of way is because you were holding on too tight and there were other things for you. It was time to go. And that's why we have the Temperance and the Temperance and the Tower here, right? We have the Page of Wands here. And so that tells me it's time for you to go on a new path. It's time for you to learn something new, take action towards something new. So I feel like that's what's happening for you this week, Leo. All right. Virgo, this is your sneak peek for this week. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, I'm also an Earth sign. I am Taurus, Sun. All right, Virgo, here we go. This is for you, this sneak peek for this week. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo. What's coming up for Virgo, please, this week? Virgo. Okay. All right, so we're going to put these down as they fall. And under here, we came up with 2. Someone knows who you are. Someone has made the decision that it's you, Virgo. I feel like there has been a situation that you've been cloudy on, not really having much clarity on. It feels like it was overwhelming emotionally. That situation, I feel, is no longer confusing you or making you feel overly emotional. I feel as though I feel like there is a situation coming here, the judgment. What do I want to say? Collect my thoughts here. So much coming in. Made a decision about a judgment. Somebody either judged you or you judged someone else. There is a decision being made on some sort of a judgment you're dealing with. There's a decision that has been made about you by someone else, a group, could be a person. Someone has decided that you're free to go. So you could be ending a relationship and going somewhere else. Someone has decided that you are going to be given a second chance. You're going to be given a second chance, but I feel like there are terms under which this judgment comes. It's like, I'm just going to be honest, it feels like somebody must go to rehab, or somebody must go into a spiritual practice, or maybe because of the judgment, you end up going into hermit mode and going into some sort of spiritual practice of healing. But I feel like somebody in a long-term relationship has made a decision, and it required a judgment upon you to make the decision. There you are, Virgo. So I feel like the judgment was yours. Somebody made a judgment in your favor, and it might even come with a financial reward. It might come with either a financial reward this week, or you may be rewarded with long-term relationship. Maybe this was something that was getting into the middle of your relationship. It may have been something that was stopping you from working, having to wait for this judgment. I feel like you're ready to work on growth. I feel like you're ready to heal the child within you, the one who didn't make very good decisions, Virgo. You're ready to heal that person. I feel like this is you as an adult, and this might be you as a child, kind of throwing your passionate energy here and there, taking things as they come, never preparing for tomorrow, that kind of thing. It's like flirty and fun, and it's time now for you to work on being a little more lighthearted, because this judgment has now come out. Because being the hermit is serious business. I'm just saying, it's very serious. You're constantly learning, manifesting. It's a total inward, trying not to let anyone else get in so I can heal myself kind of energy. Yeah, you're in healing right now. I feel like the information that you get about this judgment is going to be very healing for you. And I feel like, that there's going to be some sort of a financial financial benefit to you. It feels like it could be legal related, court related to me, but there's no cards here that indicate that would be. It's just my intuition and my channeling are telling me that. I feel like you are going to be rewarded some sort of money, and it's going to make you It's going to make you, if you're single, yeah, you could be single. It's going to make you abundant. Absolutely. You're going to be able now to open a new chapter here because there has been justice served. And we have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. You no longer have to be afraid, I feel, of your wish fulfillment. I feel like you put a lot of things on hold mentally, Virgo, until this ending could be near, because you were holding on to the thoughts of, but what if I never get this? What if the judgment's not in my favor? Then what happens? I feel like you were hanging on to the negative, but you were also hanging on and waiting for this decision to be made here. Now you can carry on with the healing, I feel. It's where you always wanted to go. It's time to invest in yourself. You may be in a partnership with somebody who has wanted to invest with you, but you've not been willing to invest until you could figure out what this judgment was all about and whether it was going to be in your favor or not. I do believe it will be. Okay. Interesting. Here we go, Libra. This is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Libra. Libra, if you're interested in a reading, private reading, I have them there. They start quite reasonable. And you can look in the description for anything that you need there. My email address is there as well if you have questions. All right. Here we go, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. We've already got a card flying. What's this? You're bored. What's going on? You're not doing anything. You're bored, I feel. Feeling kind of numb. That song, Numb Little Bug, comes to mind. Have the drugs done too much? I can't feel a thing. I'm a numb little bug. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like not that you don't want to get out of this 4 of Cups. I feel like you do, but I feel like it's something that you're waiting on. Yeah. Okay. And then here comes the Major Arcana. So the Major Arcana means first things first, lots of change. Yeah. This is the universe telling you that it's time to move on. It's time to make some big changes in your life, Libra. You are in control. You're the pilot. So I feel like something is coming to an end here, the World card. The World card is about very fixed energies. We have looked this over in depth. We've looked at whatever's in the past. We've looked it over in depth, and it's not a place you want to be. So I feel you close the door and that's it. You close the door and you keep moving forward. But this is a major part of your life that you're closing. What do I think it is? I think it's this thing here, the 4 of Cups. I think that you've been sort of sitting in your energy, in this stagnant energy for a long time, doing Groundhog Day. That's what it feels like. That's the same, I believe the same person who sings Numb Little Bug sings Groundhog Day. Yeah, there might be something there for you. Anyways, so yeah, we have the death and rebirth here. So we do have transformational energy. You're coming out of this energy now. Yeah, no more of this 4 of Cups stuff. I believe that in the near future, there's a transformation happening here. You are taking steps to change who you were, I feel. Change how you processed emotional energy. I feel like you've made a lot of really great changes, Libra, and I think you're going to be rewarded with the death of self, like death of ego was what I mean, not self, but ego, the ego self, right? I feel like you are going to be rewarded with some sort of a transformation and a realization that you always could do it. But when you're stuck in this energy here in the 4 of Cups, it's really hard. When you can't see the way clear, when you feel like you're submerged and everyone else is up top, when you feel like there's things that you don't want people to see, then I feel like we get stuck here in the 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's the Moon card, right? It's what we can't see, what scares us, right? The stuff we can feel, but we can't see it. So I think that you're making a major change in your life. I don't know if you're buying a house or getting out of a relationship or getting married or whatever it is. You're closing the chapter on something, the way that you were. I feel like it's the human that you were, the way that you thought, the way that you were in the world. I feel that that is the major chapter that's closing, because I feel like a new you is here in the very near future. I feel like you're tying up loose ends here. Yeah, the stuff that happened in the past here, Libra, I think that you've had a really hard go of it. That's what it feels like. There is a little bit of regret maybe about the things that you said or did, or maybe sometimes in the way that you expressed emotion. But I feel like it's time to just close the door and to stop shoulding on yourself, right? Should have done this, should have done that. Stop it. Yeah, you gotta stand your ground. You have some really beautiful stuff coming up here. Now, the thing is that a transformation isn't always easy, understand. People think that self-care and self-love and transformational energy is sitting in the bubble bath with a glass of wine. That's not what it is. You could probably got someone holding your hair back so you can puke in the toilet. Do you know what I mean? When we're really in the depths of the transformational energy, it is not fun. It's not. It feels like a death. It feels like you're going to die. Yeah. You might be in that situation right now. You might be standing your ground and holding on to the past, but the universe is saying, look, it's time to move forward. This transformational time is here. It's time for you to stop standing your ground on the Four of Cups, where you're bored anyway, and your emotions are not really at the surface, right? You're not really showing anyone your emotions. So we have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Nine of Swords in the upright. So I feel like that you've been really quiet. You haven't been saying anything. You haven't been telling anybody what's been going on with you. I think that comes from childhood, to be honest. I feel like in the past, in childhood, deep into your past, you were kind of raised as I don't really want to talk to you. It feels like a fatherly energy that maybe was a masculine, I'll say, whatever that means to you. A masculine energy was the one who wanted you to be seen and not heard. And it feels like you've carried that through your life. So what you end up doing, I feel, Libra, is standing your ground on things that really don't matter before you look into them, before you learn what those things are about. You stand your ground on a point that is not a point, and then it ends up being awful for you. You don't always have to stand your ground on every point, right? I feel like it's been awful for you to have this realization that, you know, things could have been different in the past had you just learned the lessons. But to be honest, I don't think that the lessons really, that you could ever see them, because you've been living in the Four and the Five of Cups for so long. I feel like you thought it was always going to be this way, that you were just going to hang out with yourself until it was, you know, the end of the lifetime. And that's not the way it's working out here. The truth is that once you learn a lesson, you don't really have to stand on a point. You can walk away. And I think that's what this transformation is about. I think that you're going to learn how to do that here. You are single, but I feel that you want another chance with someone. You may have had some harsh lessons served to you in this last little while. The judgment tells me that you are being allowed by the universe to take another shot here at whatever it is that you want, but the transformational energy, I believe, must be completed first before you can move forward. I feel like you are single and you don't want to be. I feel like maybe for some people, when you talk to them, you're like, yeah, I like being single. I'm good with it. I don't really need somebody else. And when you talk to others, it's like, I'm single and I wish I could transform that. I wish I could end being single and be with somebody else. All right, before we go any further here, we've got Pisces and Virgo. We have Scorpio, and we have also Scorpio in this card here, but also Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. So I feel like this week is the week that you make the decision about how you're going to handle speaking to this person that you want to maybe have a second chance with. There's going to be communication, whether you're sending it or it's coming in for you. I feel like this communication that you get is transformational for you. You get a second shot at whatever you wanted to have your second shot on. I don't know if it's a person. We don't have any cups here except for the 4 and the 5, and that tells me 9 of cups, yes, but it takes you a long way to get there. I feel like you want to be happy, but the way you were standing on a point, I feel is what the detriment was. You weren't allowing the transformational energy to flow through here. But I feel that somebody has said something to you or taught you something, and I feel as though it pulled you off track for a little bit, but now you realize that the reason they said it was out of love. Because this person, I think, if it is a person, could be a situation, but if it is a person, I feel like that this is the person that you need to make amends with. This is someone that you possibly were standing on a point when you knew you should be in the transformational energy, but you had to you had to, I feel, have a conversation first, either with self or with this person, the Queen of Cups. And this person does not feel like a love interest, to be honest. This person feels like a someone, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, someone who is in your life as someone who loves you very much, maybe a mother. Yeah. A mother, a sister, a wife. Yeah. They're always going to give you another chance because they love you. Always. But please listen to them. I feel like they have, clarity to give you. With the Ace of Swords showing up here, I feel like the clarity is what you need in order to be able to move forward or resurrect a situation that you thought was done here. It could be a situation, could be a person, absolutely. But I feel like this person has a lot of wisdom and knowledge. This person is someone that you should talk to before you move forward this week. You could be passionate about somebody here, someone that you had kind of grown with a little bit, someone that you really want, who you see as your Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like something ended with them, and maybe that's why the Judgment card is here. It's time for that next chance. All right. Scorpio, how are you, my lovelies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, Scorpio. This is your sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, your sneak peek for this week. Scorpio, sneak peek for this week. Okay, we've got the Four of Wands. What else do we have here for Scorpio, please? What do you want to tell us about the Four of Wands? Okay, here, that's calling to me there. There we go. Okay. Somebody's no longer in love. Yeah. The Devil is here. I feel like this there's an attachment or fear, toxicity. Four of Wands is the foundation. Oh, it started with a toxic foundation, and that's why no one's in love anymore. Yeah, there's Capricorn energy here. I feel like it started out as a sexual connection and moved into marriage or moving in or something like that, Scorpio. I feel like it was a toxic sort of energy that kept you there. I'm just going to say that for whomever I'm reading for and whoever understands this reading for them. I feel like you realized at some point that this person wasn't in love with you, but possibly was attracted to you in a toxic way. I think that you thought you were going to have the Four of Wands with this person until you realize that they're no longer in love, or maybe you're no longer in love. That you look and you realize that this is maybe, there's something attached to this Four of Wands. What's attached to the Four of Wands, please? Fighting and arguing. So it is toxic energy. It's toxic fear energy. It's right fighting. It feels like upset or anger, that even though you're not right, you want to be right, so you try and berate somebody into thinking that you're right. I'm not saying it's you. It could be the other person, but that's what this energy is. It's right fighting. It's like, I don't care if I'm right or I'm wrong, but I need to get this person to see things the way I need to get them to see things. And so this Devil energy here is casting energy through this arguments and fighting into this relationship that you were in. Maybe you still are. Now we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like there's no love left here. That's what it feels like. There is a draining of the emotions, and it just gets taken over by arguments and fighting here. And it feels like you want to be the one that wins, or maybe they do, but I feel like it's done in a very toxic way, the arguments and fighting, and it eventually is what either led to the demise of your relationship or is going to lead to the demise of the relationship. Because I think you have a lot to say, but I also feel like your heart is broken. And I feel like you are disappointed in the way that things have transpired here. It is a marriage. It's a commitment. Yeah. It's a commitment made within the church or within the bonds of marriage, I feel. I also feel that that somebody in this connection is someone who is not quick to bend, right? Someone who has a set of rules and regulations in which they live by, traditions. And I think that that person expected that that would just come naturally within this connection here. So there was at some point some stability here for you, Scorpio, but I feel like this might be the week where you realize that it's just not healthy for you, I feel. I feel it keeps putting you into the Four of Swords energy. A lot of money fights. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I have to go. So there's a lot of fights about money, about the marriage, about the connection, about are we really even, in love anymore? And, to me, when you get married in religion kind of forces you to stay together. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I think in this case, it looks like somebody leaves here. It's like one of you was standing your ground, and so the other one was like, somebody was standing their ground on the money arguments, someone who is right fighting about the money, and then the other person is like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta go. So for some of you, it might be this week that you end up, just realizing that it's not even worth fighting for. This person's not in love, and it's time for you to just move on and start the, procedures that you need to start in order to be able to live your own life. I feel like you're moving away from it. I feel like you're moving away from this whole situation. I feel it's toxic. Yep. Yeah, it's time for you to be happier. I feel also that you've always wanted to be the person who's light and fun-hearted, light-hearted and fun, but I feel like this person that you were with is probably someone who didn't allow it or would criticize you for it, or critique you on the way that you were happy. And so you stopped showing this happiness emotion. I feel like you stopped showing this person your feelings because they're very critical of your feelings, it feels like. There's a lot of apologies. I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I did that. But the truth is that it kept resulting in a broken heart. And eventually there just wasn't any emotion left here for you. Yeah, I feel like there's divorce. Divorce, and then we split the assets. You could be divorcing someone who is an earth sign, someone who is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It could also mean that you end up, being okay financially after this breakup, I feel. Yeah, it's an epiphany that you had possibly about a Virgo, or it's an epiphany that you had that it's time to close the door. I think it was a growth spurt that you had, to be honest, Scorpio. I think you grew in how you thought, you healed, you realized the higher self, you started following a certain path. I feel like there was, you looking at the situation, I feel, from a healed place rather than from an I'm not really sure what's going on kind of place. And when you finally got the answer in the Hanged Man energy, it was time to sacrifice. Yeah, it was time to move forward, I believe. There we go. Yeah, things are going to get better in the future here. We've got the sun, and you're off on a new partnership here, trying to create something new in the 3D here. Messenger of Pentacles here. Something is going to be created again in the 3D for you. I feel like you're going to do that for yourself, though. Yep, for sure. All right. And Sagittarius, you are next. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, this is your sneak peek for this week. Sagittarius, tell us about Sag. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for this week. The sneak peek for this week for Sag, please. I'm your Sag sister, by the way. Yep, it's in my rising. All right, so we look at the Four of Cups in the reverse. All right. Something is about to change here. We have change and movement, emotional change. Okay, we've got another one here. It's time to stop. I want to say it's time to stop wallowing over what you lost. Oh, lost. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Something that came to an end here. So I feel, Sagittarius, that you've known someone for quite a long time. The Six of Cups could mean that this is a soulmate. Doesn't necessarily have to, but it does indicate, the past of maybe when you were a child. It's looking into the past. It's feelings of the past. It's someone that you've known for quite some time. You know what? I think that you offered this person a cup. I feel like this is a friendship, I feel, and you offered this person a cup. Because I feel as though you felt the connection. You felt that there was a really deep connection between you and them that was very healing and kind and balanced. It felt like a connection that would be forever. Yeah, it feels like either a connection from lifetimes or a connection with somebody in this life. But I feel like either they offered you, their cup of love, or you offered it to them and somebody said no. Six of Cups. Tell me about the Star. What is this connection about? Four of Cups. It feels like you knew that there was a connection here. But the other person didn't. The other person didn't feel the connection. You may have told this person how you feel about the connection. The Hierophant, of course, is the spiritual teacher. It's almost as if you said to this person, look, you're my soulmate. Like you may have said it in those terms. You're my soulmate. My higher self is telling me that the connection that I have with you is a lifetime connection or lifetimes. That we've known each other over and over again. That we're not just friends in this life, but we've been friends in many lives. That you are my soulmate. You may have said those things to this person. You may have taught them, right, about a little bit about the higher self, possibly. And then we have the Fool. We have the Fool, and I feel like you want to take this new path. I feel it could be with a Taurus. It doesn't have to be, but we can't ignore we have Taurus and Aquarius energy here. Sorry about that, Sag. Someone was at the door. Okay, so you've got the Hierophant and the Fool. So I think that you taught this person something. I think that you taught them something which sent them into healing. It gave them a feeling that they are connected to you in a spiritual way now. And I feel as though that you two are friends. I feel as though you're soulmate friends, but I don't feel as though you've ever dated this person before. It feels like friendship to me. So I feel like that there is a new path coming up. The new path coming up, I feel, is going to be fun and light and young and flirty, and we're going to take things as they come. We're not going to plan a damn thing. Maybe we're going to live like teenagers for a little while. It feels like that there is an energy or a message coming toward you that is going to be very lighthearted and fun about a new start from this friend here. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Your friend has become single, and they, I believe, have realized that they do have feelings for you. In fact, that they're very deep feelings. So for those of you who are looking at this as someone that you are a friend with, that you've been attracted to, I feel like this person has feelings of wanting to be their mate, right? The King of Pentacles is the one who is the responsible one, the father, the one who manages money, the person who maybe has a business, very stable financially. I feel like this person wanted to possibly wait until they were financially stable. They had a lot of questions and things they had to work out in their own mind about love. I feel like this person follows a really old tradition of what they think love was, and I feel like that got them in a place of the Eight of Swords. They didn't know what to do. They were in a self-imposed prison about how deeply they felt about you, and that they know that this thing that they had with you didn't really grow into much but the Three of Pentacles. Like maybe you're on their team, they're on your team. There hasn't been much communication here, but I feel like somebody with the 5 and the 3, the 8 of Pentacles tells me somebody is willing to work on it now. I think we have to wait for this love in energy to come in, but I do feel that it's soon. I also feel like if you have not been talking to this person, that's a clear indication that this is probably your person we're talking about. They also could be Sagittarius. They could have Sagittarius in the chart. This is the second time around here. We're going to have a reconciliation here. Somebody who I feel either said no to your cup or you said no to their cup. It wasn't the right time, and that's the truth of it. But I think you left seeds of intention which helped them grow. That's the 9 of Pentacles. I'm looking at these as seeds, right? I feel like this person grew into someone that they may have never been before. You enlightened them with this stuff. All you had to say is, look, I think there's a really deep connection here, and I feel that it's a spiritual connection, and that person didn't take your cup anyway, but guess who's coming back? Yep. I feel it's that person, the one who ignored your cup here. This person now sees your worth. It's time. It is the time for divine timing here. This person is closing a chapter. Something has come to an end. I think the chapter that's closing here is the silence. To be honest, the silence, the illusion, and the deceit. And the Queen of Cups here, I feel like this person wants to talk to you about your level of commitment to them, because this person, where is it? This person sees you as their match. Yeah. I feel like this person is divorced, and they're coming in to talk to you, clarity, to see if you love them as much as they are deeply in love with you. This could be someone who is going to be taking action soon in the near future, someone you haven't spoken with, someone who's been in the 4 of Swords now wants to be in the 3 of Cups. They want to take you out. They want to talk with you and celebrate with you. All right, Sag. Okie dokie, Sag. Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is Capricorn. How are you? I hope you are well. If you're interested in a private read, Capricorn, you can look into the description. My email address is there, as well as your way to Wizio. That's where you will book me. All right, here we go. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the week, Capricorn. Capricorn, what's going on here? You could be dealing with a Virgo. If you are, that person's very quiet. That person does not have their eye on you, Capricorn. This person could be someone that you are in a long-term relationship with, someone that you have a lot of love for, and someone that you are doing your best to continue to renew the love, I feel, if you are in a relationship. I feel like the Hermit is looking into the past. This person is not living in the present, Capricorn. If this is someone that you know, this person's not living in the present. They're actually trying to heal from past trauma. And I don't really think it's anything that's going on in the present or in the now that's causing this person to hermit. They could be someone who lives with you, but possibly it is someone that you don't know. This person is trying to heal the past, trying to learn about the things that transpired in the past and why they did, going over all the details. Just listening. You need peace. You're not comfortable if you are in a relationship with this hermit, you're not comfortable there. I think that you think this person's either cheating on you or maybe this person has another interest that is not you. What I mean by that is maybe they work a lot. I don't usually see the Three of Cups as a third party card, but I'm seeing it here. I feel like you need to know. You just need to know. You need to know. You need to make a decision, and you just want peace from it all. You just want peace. You don't want to have to guard your heart. And I feel like with this person, they don't have to be a Virgo, but I feel like this person who is in hermit mode, trying to heal, that they're not really letting you in to their healing, that they're doing it alone. It could be you that's stepping out on the relationship as well. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. Just listening. So the Wheel of Fortune is here, saying it is divine timing. It is time for you to take the blindfold off and actually look at what's happening around you here. Because I feel that you've kept these two swords across your heart because you've been hurt before in many ways. But I also feel that the blindfold is in addition to the way you feel. You don't want to see the situation for what it really is. And I feel that what the situation really is that the Wheel of Fortune is about to turn, and it's about to turn in your favor. Now, whether you're ready or not, here it comes. It is about change, and change can cause upheaval. You could also be dealing with someone who is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio. I feel like in the connection that you have with this person, that no matter what their sign is, that this person is kind of critical with you. And that this person is that you're very attracted to them and they're very attracted to you. But I also feel that somebody is sharing this passion with somebody else. That's what it feels like. The Three of Cups I can't ignore is here. And I'm trying to look at it every way that I can. But honestly, I just feel like one of you is engaged in maybe healing self, or it's not really, or what I want to say is they're disengaged from you, Capricorn, unless they want passion. It's like there's a complete disengage unless they want passion. And I don't know if you're seeing this situation for what it really is. There you are, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, that is Capricorn. Of course, we're in a general reading, so it is could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel that things are moving forward toward you, but I have a feeling that you might be leaving this person behind because they're not engaging with you. They're not even looking at what you're doing. I feel like you're planning to move forward, or the universe is planning to move you forward so you can see the situation for what it is. I feel like you're leaving the person in the past. I feel like you're very attracted to this person, but it's time for you to realize your worth as well, right? The Queen of Pentacles, who is balanced, who is grounded. This person is in, this is the closest thing to the Empress energy without being the Empress. You care for everyone, you love on everyone, you share your money, your time, and I feel as though that this person disengages from you unless you're fulfilling their need for passion. We have the Princess of Cups. I'm sorry, but I got to let you go. I think that this is something that's coming to an end here, Capricorn. I think that you're ready to make some big moves and close a chapter here. We have the Princess of Cups is I feel like we don't really have as much love here as I thought we did, because the Princess of Cups is the page. It's a very little bit of cups. It's a very little bit of energy, and this person is probably very immature or younger than you, or maybe you're younger than them, but you two don't meet in the middle. When it comes to your emotional, the way that you express yourself emotionally, someone is very remedial in the way that they process their emotions. This is someone who's stuck back in childhood, in trauma, that can't process their emotions for you. I think that you're going to choose to close the chapter here. You could have been thinking about that for a while now, wondering if this person is actually talking to someone else. You know, I think that going into the future, after you close this chapter, I feel like you're in a karmic relationship. Once you learn this karma and you close the chapter, I feel like you do move forward to happiness. And look, you were in toxicity and you didn't realize it. You're being released from that toxicity. And because you've had the strength to close the door here, I feel like what comes forward here is you emerge as someone who now speaks up for self. Now I'm talking out. I'm saying the things that I want to say. Now that, you know, I feel like the queen wields the sword of truth and cuts out the toxicity, you are released. And it brings you to a place of happiness here. The King of Pentacles, and we have sorrow. Money was a really hard thing in this relationship, I feel. It's been disappointing. There's been, I feel, no real ground being made financially, and you are probably living with this person, I think. I think that you love this person a lot, but I feel like this person's not really putting the work in on you. Yeah, that you're the one that keeps trying to renew the relationship and love and commitment, and this person is not doing that for you. I feel like you're making the right decision. If you are deciding to leave, I feel like you're making the right decision to do that. 6 of Cups is in the reverse. This is not your soulmate. It may feel like it is, but this person is not your soulmate. And that's why it feels that way. All right. Aquarius. Oh, maybe we'll do this. Aquarius, here we are. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. This sneak peek for this week for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius, if you're wanting a private read, please look below in the description. You will find my email address and a link over to Wizio, which is the only place that you can book me. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's look at Aquarius, please, for this week. Sneak peek. Going on here. All right. Somebody has picked the one they love, and they love them a lot. It feels like somebody's made a decision. Someone who was previously sort of feeling overwhelmed in their feelings. It was kind of cloudy. They couldn't see. They didn't know what cup to pick. I'm not really sure what to do. I could pick the wrong cup. Somebody who is overthinking it all and feeling overwhelmed, I feel, has finally made a decision that they know who they love. I feel like this is a new person, I feel. I feel like this is a new love. Somebody who's coming in to show you your worth. That's what it feels like. It feels like, you know what, I'm not going to be overwhelmed anymore. I'm just going to decide to move forward. And I feel like in moving forward, when you decide to do that, when you finally get out of this 7 of Cups energy here, when you decide that you are going to move forward here, I feel like love shows up for you. It could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. It doesn't have to be, but it's a lot of emotional feelings and emotions here. Yes, for sure. The King of Cups, of course, is someone who is very, very deep. Right? This person is someone who is looking for someone to take their cup. The way you're going to know this person is that they're not going to be someone who is talking at you all the time. This person is probably the strong silent type, I want to say, because we're looking at Scorpio. Strong silent type, I feel. This person is someone who's very balanced in their energy, who's very agreeable, someone who will usually say yes if you want to do this, that, or the other thing. This person is someone who is spiritual. They could be a Sagittarius, but they could also have Pisces in the chart. I feel like this person is... this feels like a new person, a new adventure in love with a water sign or a fire sign. Don't make any hasty decisions. Make sure that you're healed. Make sure that you're not codependent, that you're getting into, meeting this person and you're allowing the sharing of emotions, and that you're doing it for the right reasons, because you're healed, because you know what you want, because you've gone over the details of what you require in a relationship, and you will not step back on that. Never. So I feel like you have been in healing, self-preservation mode, trying to do whatever you can to help yourself move forward. I think what you don't see is that there is love here for you. But I think that you have a knowing of it, though, and it might come through your healing while you're in hermit mode, that there is a knowing that there's love out there for you. It's not the end here. If you're in a situation where you're single or it didn't work out, it's not the end. No. Going over details. I have to work hard on it. Maybe you're working on self. Some of you could be a divorce that you've come from. A toxic connection, possibly. Something new is happening here, and I think it's going to make you feel some type of way. I'm just saying. I feel like somebody is bringing in messages of love, messages of bringing a gift, material things. There's a message coming that's very grounded, and I feel like it's going to make you feel scared, because I'm going to be honest with you. I feel as though that in the past, maybe you're just used to giving more than the other person does. And I feel like this person, this King of Cups, I feel is a person who's looking to start something new, to make something materialize. There could be an age difference here because there is a page here. But I feel like this person does have affection, does have feelings for you pretty quick, I feel. And you feel some type of way about that. The Eight of Swords, it throws you into the Eight of Swords because you feel an immediate connection or attachment to this person and you're not sure why. They are someone who is divorced and is in healing, I feel. I also feel like this person thinks that they're never going to find their Nine Cups. Yeah, that there's no more emotion out there for me. What am I even looking for? I feel like the person that you meet is a divorcee, and I also feel like this person is someone that you're going to notice in sort of a spiritual way, because I feel like you both are in air signs, in your sun signs, I feel. So we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? The king and the queen. Somebody who is your match, and somebody who can control their emotions. Somebody that you're not expecting, I feel. Yeah, somebody that you're not expecting. I feel like the universe is keeping it away from you or keeping it quiet from you, because I think that right now is a time for you to take care of self. It's all about you reaching the Empress level, making sure that all those queens are in line. Go ahead and Google it. Who is the Queen of Swords? Who is the Queen of Wands? Who is the Queen of Cups? Who is the Queen of Pentacles? And there is a criteria for all of those queens. If you do, maybe not know all of the energy of the queens. Maybe you don't know the Queen of Wands. Maybe you don't know the Queen of Cups. But the universe is saying here that we're keeping it from you until you level up. And that's when something will end, and this person will stop watching you and start to come forward. So this person is feeling like if they don't come toward you, someone else is going to, and they've been watching you, and I think it's the end of watching. But this person is unsure about your feelings about them. We've now pulled the King and the Queen of Cups and the King and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like it's going to be very emotional, sometimes over emotional at some points on your side. But I feel like this person is going to see you as their person, someone who might be a soulmate, and someone who's lively and happy and fun. Someone who's courageous, who's been in their life for a long time, just hanging out, being courageous. All right. Pisces. Yeah, we're going to do a different deck for you, Pisces. All right, Pisces, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my two fishes friends. I have two fishes in my moon sign. Thank you so much for all the attention that you gave my Pisces reading. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing those for you. There will be another one coming up for you this week, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Pisces. What is going on for Pisces this week? Pisces, if you're interested in a private read, you can look below in the description. There's a link there. Also an email address if you have questions. All right, here we go. This is the week that you invest. That's what it feels like. Brand new opportunities and investments for love on deck here. Interesting. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you're going to be asked to make a decision. There's going to be a communication or something that you're going to have to look at very logically, Pisces, which is going to be tough unless you have air in the chart. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to put your emotions away in order to make this decision. All of a sudden I've got a block in the throat. Could be the communication's been tough or non-existent. So there is someone who wants to invest. I feel like they have feelings for you, very deep feelings. You feel this person, Pisces. I feel with the King of Cups, who is Scorpio, but in a general reading, right? Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I feel like this person is meditating on or thinking about coming toward you with this opportunity, this thing that's grown roots here. I feel like you know this person because this Ace of Pentacles has already grown roots. So I feel like you have roots with this person. I feel like you've had your back to them for a while, though. You're waiting for them to come to you. You've had your back to them and you're waiting to give them whatever communication they want, but you're not going to give it as the Queen of Cups. You're going to give it as the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're ready to be very honest with somebody, and you're hoping that that person is going to be very honest with you. Your back is to the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups, and so I feel like even though we have the King of Cups here, I feel like this is your energy. I think you have your back to it all. Something has been growing while you've not been watching it, while you've had your back to it. And it's love. Yeah. It's cycles that are ending as well. I think some cycles are ending for the King. 10 of Cups, right? I feel like this could be, 10 of Cups could be the end of the cycle of a relationship that this king was in. This is about the family, right? It's about the family, and right next door we can't ignore that we have the 10 of Swords. So I feel like somebody has eclipsed the family, or the family's eclipsed them, and this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, but it could be your family has cut you out, or you've cut your family out. But I feel like the 10 of Cups is telling me it's the end of a cycle, which means that the Ace is coming up soon. Same with the 10 of Swords. This king, I feel, wants to come to you with a cup, an opportunity of love, but they also want to let you know that they're willing to invest in you. And I think that they're willing to talk. I think that this person is coming in for clarity, and this person wants to talk to you. Possibly they think they might have a contract of sorts with you. They're in love. Yeah, there's no way around that. I feel like this person loves you. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that has come to an end. Cycles are closing for the king. And the king, I feel, is coming to you with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords because they're in love with you. And you've been waiting. You know. You've been waiting. You've already got your heart tucked away. You're waiting, ready to take on this Scorpio here. That's what it feels like. It feels like you have to become the Queen of Swords in order to take on this Scorpio energy, because it can be very hard. Yeah. It can be a hard energy to deal with if you're not ready, and I think you're readying yourself for it. It's time for you and the king to move forward in a fortunate way. There is going to be changes and upheavals here. I feel like they're going to be for the better, for the betterment of both of you. And I also feel like there is no doubt that this person's in love with you. It's like I'm standing on this point. These are all the fixed signs, right? These are all the fixed signs. So we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. This is all the fixed signs. It's like I'm standing on a point here, and what we're rolling forward in is love. I'm telling this person there's no way that you're getting away from me. I'm bringing a cup of love. I'm bringing the Ace of Cups. I'm bringing the Ace of Swords, and I'm bringing the Ace of Pentacles. Try and say no. That's what it feels like. Pisces, this person is giving you zero reasons to say no. They're going to come to you and say, look, it's divine timing. This is the time for us. This is the time for our love. It's time for us to move forward to the other path, because we're both at the crossroads of life right now, and this whole thing has been burdensome. I feel like that the fact that you two could not be together, because I feel like the king starts out here and he's in another thing. He's scared. He's trying to heal himself. He's wondering whether he should move forward. Is there victory here? I'm not really sure. This king has been holding back here. They have there's the Ace of Wands. Now we've got essentially all four aces, because we have the cups and the swords here that turn into the ace after the 10, right? So I feel like this person is coming at you with all of it, so you can't say no. They want you to take a risk with them. They're tired of feeling burdened by not being with you. Yeah, it's time for us to move on to romance. This person just wants to spoil you, romance you, tell you about how much they love you every day. This person wants to get you on the white horse and ride you off into the sunset here, Pisces. This person was going through a divorce, and that's why it's taken so long. This person is coming towards you with justification. This person's going to tell you everything, clarity. You're going to get everything. You're going to get a play-by-play from whatever the judge said, whatever the lawyer said, whatever it was. You're going to get the play-by-play. This person's coming to you because they've collected their karma and they're ready to be totally honest and above board with you now. Yep, and you're not expecting it, because here comes the Tower for you. And the Five of Pentacles, the person you've not been talking to has healed. And this person is out of their partnership. Now they want a long-term relationship. They want to transform this whole thing with you because they're single. Page of Wands, they could be younger than you or you could be younger than them, but either way, it feels like this thing is coming together this week for some of you. I hope you'll be letting me know in the comments. I really would love to know if this is something that is resonating with you. I'm going to go for now, Pisces. Thanks for hanging out to here. Thanks for those of you who are cross-watching up to here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and I will see you later on in the week. Love y'all. Bye-bye.